That was the third decent rally in the last year. Why is it download my taxes? I don't even trading view. Okay. All right, let's go over to the market. So, okay, fine. So the Fed. So overnight, Asia and Europe traded a consolidated session just like we did yesterday. Same, no change, and we're opening right around where we left off. So virtually no change on the market. Doji day yesterday. Apparently, everybody's waiting, like Chris said, for Powell to speak today. We do have a swing high formed at an extreme. It's kind of hard to get away from that. It would be like awkward for it to take off from here. So I think it's likely that the end result of the day will be red, will be a pullback day. But we may go green, or then we may go down at the open and then up all day and then red on Powell. So that may be how it goes. I think we still got quite a gravitational force of the swing high up there after that huge extended run. It's just too extended. It's just too extended, especially just boom, just like right when it was formed. That's the most extended we've been. So I'm on a slight pullback thesis. Apparently, yeah. So that's what I think's happening on the markets today. Another doji day. We've got a hot stock this morning, SQL, SQL, which went from $1 to $2 base in the last hour, but it went from even 50 cents to $2, so it's up 400% since yesterday. So super hot stock, SQL, and some more potential, especially if it can get over $2. If it can get over $2, maybe we'll be looking at 210, 220. Seems to be holding this with $1.80 base level. We also have another one, Kprx. That's looking pretty decent. Nice pop, but can't quite get the follow through up into $6 and further. But it did pop from $3.50 and get all the way up to almost 550, roughly 550. So I think it's about a 70% gain. So those two are the hottest stocks this morning. Others don't really have the volume or the chart, to match the technical analysis, the momentum, the shape, the pattern, the setup. Not there. So, but we're still watching a few others. Soun, S-O-U-N. Seems like it wants to keep continuing. Had a 9 a.m. news bounce, I think. It was exactly 9 a.m., some kind of pop. I don't know what the news is. I didn't check it. But it's been fading since then. So it appears to be not much of anything. But it may continue today. It may try to retest the highs of yesterday. It may have that going for it. All right, for everybody out there, the market opens in 9 minutes. How are you doing? Make sure you click the link in my bio, in the description, wherever you are at watching, in order to come into our Discord, our trading community. That might have been Kprx blipping up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and SQL is perking up a little bit, trying to test a $1.90 level right now. Checking the level 2, 91 on the ask, 90 on the bid, 92 on the ask, 91 on the bid. Just inching up. With just 8 minutes before the open. Pulling back to 90, 88, 87. But it did make a higher high there than the prior blippage. Kind of hard to see on my little micro charts, but if I blow it up, you can see that. So that's positive. Higher low and higher high right now. Puts it into a nice upward momentum. So we'll probably test $2 here. It's still not sure whether or not it can get over that $2 level, though. Apparently, I need like well, I have the microphone right here. Apparently, yeah, that kid is so funny. All right, so yeah, that's the market prognosis. The market's going to be somewhat dead until Powell speaks. It's going to be somewhat dead. Good morning. Remember to try and get into if you're trading momentum with us, try to get into the momentum channel in our Discord about 2.5 hours before the market opens. So that'd be 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Even at that point, there are many hot tickers making moves with moves that already have been missed. So still a lot of opportunity very early in the morning when it comes to the stocks that are hot on news. By the time they open on the market, they may or may not continue. Yeah, the highest sequel's been is 207. Yes, that is true. It touched 207. But that's what I'm saying is that it's having trouble with the $2 level. Okay, seems to be picking up now off of a potential higher low. Could push over 192, 95s. Potentially. Do I think Tesla will hit 200? Man, that's pretty cool that it even did that. The sound is actually making a new, nearly a new high, a new recent high. Tesla, yeah, that's going to touch 200. Yeah, for sure. Will it continue beyond that? I don't know. All right, there goes Sequel breaking 193. And what are the news on that? Establishment of a 2-year cooperative research and development agreement with the U.S. FBI. Okay. Granted a 180-day extension by NASDAQ. Oh, that was in December. No. So the big news is this agreement. Further information on that. But apparently, it's good news. So sound might go and break $5 and then move potentially into the mid fives today. And it has a lot of potential, sound, but it could also just be the end of it today. If it were to gap up, which is where it's almost at, move up and then turn red on the day, that would be a topping sign. Up my shares here. Okay, we've got 3 minutes until the open. Oh, Knight, are you around? Nite. By the way, I just wanted to let you know I saw your messages. Very cool, man. To hear it. What am I in? Also, I'm in Sequel and KPRX and Sound and Omer and GME. A small way. Mostly I'm in a bond trade. Chris, was that for real, dude? Did rates pop up like that? Man, I'd love to see rates hit over 4% again. Omer with a little pop right there. Market. Oh, let's switch these to across the board. I don't know why you got to do that. Just have a setting called auto. When we want to get out, just let's or forced or something. Call it something else like. Yeah. Yes, sir. It was real. Wow, that's fantastic. Excuse me. Hellbiz is going to get pounded. Interesting. Somebody's talking about Hellbiz. Yeah, this is what I was saying, is that Hellbiz might be at a buy right now. Then all right, we've got 1 minute until the open. 60 seconds. Let's go. LFG. Somebody says LFG might be moving. Exclamation points. No, not really. So that guy doesn't have any credibility. What do you think of GNS? Boy, that was hot a couple days ago or a week ago. Sure, it's still there with us. Sequel right before the opening as SQL making that a run to break $2 now. Here it comes, $1.98.99. Sequel, what are you gonna do? Put some orders on the ladder going into the open in case we get a little spike up. There's that spike. 205. Getting bought right off the open. Struggling at the 204 level. Apparently pulling back might create a halt. Drops another about 5 cents. Could halt up. That's another possibility. Yep, there we are, 207. That is the pre-market high of the day. We might be halting, everybody, on SQL. Meanwhile, KPRX seems to be happening as well. I think we halted on. We did. We halted on SQL. All right. So who got in? He's all SDL halted. RJ's so excited. All right. So we like that. What are you going to do? KPRX kind of wanted to move, didn't move. What are you going to do? KPRX. And I can't tell if I got Hellbillies. I mean, Hellbiz. Okay, I did get Hellbiz, but that's a slow position. That's not necessarily a momentum. But it could turn into a momentum stock today. I have to take a look at stocks later. We got to watch this. Oh, there goes KPRX. All right, KPRX, way to go. Nice base that it was in. got some laddered exits set up on Kprx. It looks like it's going to attempt to break a pre-market high of 570. Kprx. SLQT making progress price-wise, but SLQT making progress price-wise, but no volume there. I wouldn't touch it. Sound dropped, but it's back up a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably de-risk a little bit. I think that if sound doesn't, pop off soon here, it's probably over. Kprx already pulling back. After hitting that high, I'm going to go ahead and take a little more off if I can get it. Seems to be dropping quickly. Not even getting the bid. Go ahead and flatten Kprx. It just does not seem to be the right kind of action. Maybe everyone's moving over to SQL. I'm not too worried about sound. I mean, it's kind of holding this area. When was the last time in sales there, RJ? On SQL. So I know when it's coming out of the halt. It probably was within what 40 seconds off of the 20 seconds off of the open. So 9:30 and 20 seconds. Okay, he's got 8:30. Right. Minus the time change. 9:30:43. Okay, so we're looking at exactly 2 more minutes until SQL opens again. All right, I'm glad I got out of Kprx because there it goes. It's dumping. Now we'll probably see really quick pop on SQL, and then I don't know from there. I really don't have a full idea of what it's going to do after it comes out of that halt. But we have dreams. One can dream. A girl can dream. Baidu coming way up off of the more AI news. It was at 140 the other day, and it went to 163 pre-market. It was fading down to about 158. Then it dipped at the open. It's reclaimed, and it's about 160 now. So Baidu a bit hot today. SLQT price-wise, it's moving. It's $1.14. It's up about 15% from the open. So SQL, what are you going to do? It's going to be interesting. From here with a halt at the $2 level, it's hard to say. There's going to be a lot of struggle and fight still at this $2 area to see if it can turn into support. Out my orders a little bit. Matter. Watch this thing. All right, here we go. It's opening in 7 seconds. Okay, it popped open to 230. Wow, it blasted through all of my orders. That is more than I expected, but the strange thing is, okay, that's okay. And I think we're halting again. If I can get a little bit more out right here before the halt, I shall. But I think we're halting. It's moving. It's halting, and it's halted again. SQL. There we go. Now, second halt, a little bit more uncertain. But I'm going to go ahead and put some more exits on my ladder here. If anybody would like to learn how to trade or trade with us as a group, or just join the group and come see what we do, just go to the link in the description in my bio, in the description or my bio. turning into Howard Hughes. The way of the future. In the link, it's in the bio. In the bio, in the link in the bio. Click the link in the bio. Click the link. You guys probably don't even know what I'm fucking talking about. Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. Grow up. Watch some freaking movies, man. All right, well, that's outstanding on sequel. And Kprx do after it dropped? Yeah, not much. Wow, look at SLQT. It just didn't have the volume to be able to risk it, but fuck, it is up over 20% off the open to $1.21 now, $1.22. SLQT's got a lot of momentum. Perhaps it's related to SQL. It's called Select Quote. I don't know. Maybe it's under the same FBI contract thing as well. Let me check something. Vote to propose. Yeah, it's just a reverse stock split vote. No, that was on December 5th. I don't know what's going on, SLQT. Rain Man. Yeah, there you go. Oh, all right. Sound has decided to take a dump. I'm going to have flatten right here. So that's it for sound. Multi-day runner. Let's let it pull back for a couple of weeks, and maybe we'll embed in and wait for a spike. And 5. What's the time in sales there on RJ? The last time in sales. I gotta get that up. Dual sell. And have it that way. Let's see. Dick like that. Anyway, what's the time in sale there? 36. All right. So we will be opening in 2 minutes, 1 minute and 45 seconds on SQL. BPPY is halted up, says John White. BPPY. Hey. That could be an interesting investment because they're trying to turn it around. Got some activist investors trying to turn it around. Maybe it goes from this level to $7 or more over the next few days. So there could be something there on BBBY. I'll get a little. I'll get that. There's like 1,000 shares. If I have that available. Let's see. All right, we're going to come out of the halt in 45 seconds on SQL. I don't know if you guys hear that when my orders fill. Zoom filters out background noise. But remember when I share my computer sound? If that sound comes through, it's like, yeah, that'd be too much. Sound is reclaiming. Sound is reclaiming. All right, we're coming out of the halt in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Where did we open? Okay, we're pulling back off the open. I'm flattening. I don't know if I'll have time to get out. 10 more seconds. There's a market order sitting there. No, and we're halted. Not able to get out in time. That's a bummer. But I've made some money on it. I just hope it doesn't get wiped out in this next unhalt. There can sometimes be a blip up on these unhalting. So I'm going to put a mix of laddered order exits up and down. But I basically want to get out here in this general area. You got the first halt down. It halted at price level 224. But 33% up and 66% down. Let me put stop orders. Trying to figure some math out here. Let's try that. All right. Did anybody get out? However, sell volume isn't as strong as the last pushes. Let's see. And is it? It is none to borrow. So that's interesting. Yeah. Second coming out of the second halt, is always unknown. But what I'd like to see is for it to settle down, and then let's watch it throughout the day. Maybe it'll be something interesting midday or towards the end of the day. Same thing with this one, SLQT. Kprx kind of showed its cards. It just would rather go down. It would rather break down. I don't know if I got my fill on BBBY, and what is it doing? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Back. Showing me the ladder. Okay, there we go. What? What's the alert? Cano. Was that VRAX and GRY? BGRY. This is why, you got to check all these out. BGRY moving from $1.80 off the open all the way up to $2. BGRY. And what was that? That was taking a little bit off of Omer. All right, the last halt time there, RJ. Was 41.35 or something. 8:41.31. All right, so we're looking at 9:46.31. So that's in about 40 seconds. All right. 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's being held a little longer for imbalance. Usually means that now that it's going down, they're having problems stopping people from getting out and not buying. It usually means they need to cool people off more, that the momentum is still there. But I could be wrong. But you know what I mean? Like, that's usually what that means. They're trying to diffuse the mania. That pretty much is why you have the halts. As if our job isn't hard enough. And on that basis, I'm going to raise one of my orders. 250. Or it could be that it got so vile and so horrendously sold off that it's going to open so far down that they need to hold. It could be negative also. Popped anybody's happiness and bubbles. All right, so we're just waiting for it to come out of the halt now. It's extended. The halt has been extended to resolve imbalances. Matching. Kprx with a very fast reclaim. It might even be halting. Kprx. What was the price there? Okay. Go for a small amount. I don't know if it's in a halt though. I get order fill. No, I think it's in a halt actually. Kprx. Pretty cool. I can't get in. Anybody else still in Kprx or got in Kprx as they saw it moving up? Yeah. Yeah, the market just dojiing, just holding where it opened. At minimum, global markets are waiting for Powell to speak later today. We're just waiting for this sucker to come out of the hall. There's pretty much not much else moving around except Kprx. Okay, sound. Yeah, sound's looking better now with a reclaim pivot high break. It is over VWAP apparently, and so anyway, really though the price to beat is 465, which it could do. It's got some momentum. I'd be buying on the pullbacks though. 30s. If we get them. Something tells you that the market will run up on Powell. It's possible. But my market forecast is that it's going to drop. Just because there's a very strong swing high in a couple days ago. Next to impossible to, okay, what happened on, oh, wow, it really dumped. I think I'll be able to get out much more. That was a hell of a dump. Anybody get hammered on that? I mean, I got hammered, but it was all my gains. Uh, so SQL opened, and it opened and with a huge gap down, and it is now at $1.88. Went from 2.40 high to $1.88. Now with Dash Trader, probably would have been able to get out, would have been able to not get trapped in these halts. All of that. It would have been on the level 2. So it's just, I'm debating whether it's time to boot up a Dash Trader account again. EGRY kind of grinding up over that $2 level. I don't think it really has the momentum showing. BPBY starting to come back up. I don't know why. BBB. Get to das chopper. Yeah. All right. Who has Kprx? I think somebody. Benny in here? I think it might have been Carl. Anyway, Kprx blipped open there out of the halt. But wow. Actually, just now, as I was speaking about it, was a massive pullback. Yeah, momentum is in the market today, it seems, after SQL crapped the bed. Well, that's cool. There'll be an interview on CNBC about Microsoft at 2 p.m. today. And so, what was the time in sale moment there of the halt on SQL, Randy? That way we'll know when it comes back out. Yeah, KPRX action. I mean, but you could kind of predict that on KPRX because look, it didn't have a trend. Let me illustrate what I'm talking about. When you're looking at these stocks, tickers for pre-market momentum, look, it started here. It started there the previous day. This is where it was. Essentially, this was the first move. This was the main move. You fuckhead, move that away. Right? Now, from there, did we have momentum? No. Did not. All we had was hold. So it doesn't have a story yet. See what I'm saying? It moved up and held. There's no directional story formed there. Let me turn this down. See what I'm saying? So that's how you can figure that out. And then, but the real story is this now that it broke down. Couldn't hold that move. Tried to do this. It's not there. Whereas if we go over to SQL, you can see the story is quite there. Watch. We have initial move from yesterday. Consolidation pullback. Starts heating up. And it breaks that level. So, that tells you right here it's a mystery. Let's see. What's happening with my picture drawing. Okay, are we out of the halt? Halting up a little bit. I think we've halted again, but I think up this time, yeah. Up from being lower. Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying was that things became interesting as they started to come out of that pullback, that first pullback. And then once they broke, they were looking really good. As in fact, this sort of tightening up wedge here, that's where I got in. And once it broke, this was all just bonus. Choppy, we have this consolidation area. And that's why it continued, you see, because of all this previous stuff. That's why we had a good open. That's why it had something going for it. You can't just play this, though. This shouldn't be your play. You should be getting in here at 8:30, an hour before the market opened, or in here an hour and a half to 2 hours before the market opened. That's where you want to be at. That's where I was at. You can see that, eventually you'll get used to reading these charts. I don't know, RJ, do you see that? Do you follow me 100% what I'm saying? 9%, 95%, 100%, because with time, you can see it. You see what I'm talking about. Chart, 98%, he says. but do you see how Kprx doesn't have it? Had initial move. Yeah. Initial move. And it stayed there. That's what I'm talking about. So it has no momentum narrative. It just has a pop. A pop isn't momentum. All right, let's see. I'll get some orders on my ladder here for when it comes out of this halt. And time and sales on that halt, RJ. Uh, 8:57:20, 32:20. All right, so in exactly 2 minutes, we'll be coming out of the halt on SQL. See now KPRX is picking up off of that $5 level again. There may be little spike trades, little scalps available on KPRX. But see how hard it sells off when it gets to the high end of that range, of the trading range. So it's very dangerous. You would not want to get greedy at all on KPRX. Take any gains and run. Omer is slowly working its way up to yesterday's pre-market high of around $5. It might activate a little bit if it can get up and over 5 and 515. Omer, Omer. Oh, I just noticed I have a little bit more SQL. Graduate some of my order across the ladder more. Call or put on SQL. I don't even know if it has calls or puts, but we trade shares. You do not want to get stuck in options. Trade options. The Greeks are really working against you. Might win, but you also will lose. I can assure you you'll lose, but you might win. I can assure you you'll lose. But put those together and it doesn't work out. I think it's out of the halt. If I don't know if it's got any prospect, although it did pull up bottoming tail. I mean, it basically it's not halting, so it's that going for it. Just at this point, it's just creating a scalping range. 180s to 2. Okay, there it goes. It's probably going to halt up. Auto filled on that top just then. I think it did hit the limit up and it's still trading. AI, no, I think AI is done. Bidu, by the way, Chris and others who are trading Bidu short definitely happening. I think probably Chris got that. Put share short off 160. I think is probably what Chris was doing. Sure what point, Chris, that you get in that, but you're probably short on that, I imagine. And Bidu looks like it wants to fill a nice big wide gap there. Asked me about something and I already forgot. Oh, AI. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, AI. That stock, that ticker. Uh, it's kind of basing out around 26-ish. Be a little trade there. It could go from 26 to 30 again. What is that? It's like 12% gains. Oh, it may run up with Microsoft today. I don't know if Microsoft owns C3 AI. I'm not sure. I have to check on that. But if they do, then yeah, perhaps. Mm-hmm. But see, when the news, when it starts to hit popularity level and news mass awareness level, that's when everyone dumps. They dump into everybody's interest. You see, so that's why they say buy the rumor, sell the news. So you may not want to necessarily hold past that interview. SQL is halted up. All right. Go ahead and give me that time whenever it does that, I guess. I guess you're set up. You probably have the time and sales. I think I might be able to put that in my columns. No. Level 2 doesn't show the time. 9:05. Okay. So in 3 minutes. Apparently coin is dumping. Apparently. Yeah, 3 minutes on sequel coming out of the halt. SLQT holding a bit stronger than SQL, which leads me to believe that they aren't related. You're going back to bed till 12:30. Yeah, I think so. GNS, by the way, somebody was asking about that earlier. GNS, it popped with a lot of hype, and then all it's been doing is fading. And it broke down today. May continue in the future, but why not get out and wait for it to bottom, base, get in, and then sell into the next spike. You got to stop getting into stocks when they've happened. You have to get in before they happen. So that takes time to understand how to do that. Take a year for you to figure out. Not simple. Where do you see what price it'll open at? I don't have that right now, but you could see the imbalance information from Dash Trader where it's going to open at level 2, how the imbalances are being leveled out. I'll tell you what, though, RJ and everybody else, from my lips to RJ's and everybody else's ears. I'll tell you what, though, the next time we do something like, a super mega momentum stock, we'll know it, and you've got to be able to size up in those situations. So you need to know, when to become, Babe Ruth, and when to bunt. So, sorry for the baseball analogies, but yeah, a few seconds opening, okay. In a few seconds we're opening. Yeah, right now, boom, we should open now, or we're still resolving imbalances. Okay, it is open. It did not move up any further. Go ahead and try to take one off right there. I wouldn't say it's dumping. It seems to be even being bought up. Level seems to be bought up there. Now it's dumping. Get out. There we go. Okay, I'm all out. Don't like those big hard dumps, but it could get bought up. It could reclaim. But the momentum's dead. Now it's a scalper's territory. And that's just not something that we can do together live. Not something we can do. You can learn to scalp, and I do have some lessons on that in the Market Mastery program. But yeah, that'll do it for the day. Everybody out there, make sure you click the links in the description to come join our Discord trading community group. And you can continue trading with us right now. All right, we'll see you in the Discord, in the trading community, everybody. Come on over. soon. Have a good morning, everybody.